Hi, I'm the first person now speaking in English, and I hope that everybody can understand me. If you can't, you can ask me questions in the break in Portuguese. And this is what we have to deal with hands-on on a daily basis here in São Brás. Bonnie and 10 pups from Vilarinhos. These were deposited in my house a couple of years ago. We don't have a shelter. We don't have a shelter from the Câmara in São Brás, so we have to rely on what you call in Portuguese FATs, Famílias de Acolhimento Temporários. And unfortunately, we have very few of these families in São Brás, and my house is the biggest one, unfortunately. And I get all this kind of thing every single day, including today, yesterday, last week, whatever. We find pups in bins. These were found under the bins in the cement factory in São Brás. 3 made it, 1 died. And we also get kittens in bins. We have another litter, 10 pups and 1 mother, found by the cork factory in São Brás. These pups, half went to Goldra shelter, half went to my house. The mother is living in Holland, and also some of the pups. These kittens were found in Cortelo in the bins, and my family here, we looked after them, we fed them, and we had them adopted. This puppy is the worst case I've had. He was dumped by the Galp garage in São Brás by English people. He had his ears amputated, his tail amputated, and he was full of mange. And he's now living with my daughter. This one is recent. The whole collar was embedded in the neck, and everything was blood and ticks. This dog is recuperating and still with us because she's very traumatized. This is one of 3 pups dumped in a garden in São Romão 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago, also completely full of ticks and traumatized. She goes to Holland next week. And other work that we do here for the community is the sterilizations of feral cats. We collect the cats, as you can see here, as many as possible in one go, and we take them to our special vet in Tavira, and she sterilizes them. Sometimes we need assistance out in the field. This is in Campina, and this dog was running around there for 2 years and had a big tumor and had to be caught and had to be operated. We do a lot of adoptions abroad, and we have to socialise all the dogs that we get for adoption because they cannot go to families if they're not socialised. So we take them out, we walk them in São Brás. We have to get publicity for all our adoptions in Portugal, so we do a lot with Portugal News and with other foreign newspapers. We try with Portuguese newspapers, it's very difficult, because they're not interested in the adoptions. We fly a lot of our dogs out to Holland and to Germany, especially puppies. And I took 6 puppies myself to their new homes. These 2 are now in UK. They both come from São Brás. This lady has 2 dogs from São Brás and 2 cats from São Brás, and it's the second-hand 4-footers that do the adoptions, and the association in São Brás is called Voz dos Animais de São Brás, and we do the actual work actually in São Brás, and the second-hand 4-footers, we do the adoptions. We have a very small organisation, unfortunately. We have 12,000 inhabitants of São Brás, and we have about 5 people working in this organisation, hands-on. I just want to show 3 more dogs that we have for adoption. This is Tommy, he's a 3-legged spaniel. He's in a fat, and he comes from Goldra. We also work with the Goldra Rescue Centre in Lolé. There's a litter of 7 pups born in Mesquita 12 or 13 weeks ago, and we're trying to rehome these pups. They're living in the wild, they're being fed by an Englishman, and I don't know if there's any